Hello there everybody and welcome back to episode 3 of my tutorial series for Prestige 1 in Against the Storm. In the previous episodes we set up this wonderful little city. We are in the second third of the 5th year, and today we are going to set ourselves towards victory. With some luck we might be even winning this map today. So it's really important that it's the very next thing that we do. We're going to look for opportunities to win. We only have 2 more people here able to work, but I do see that we have the Lizard Villagers quest available, and I see a opportunity here. We can favor them. That kicks it up to 22. That ain't enough quite there yet. But if we unemploy another woodworker, we're just there. And now we let that boil up all the way, and hopefully we can hold that now long enough until the lizards have fulfilled that quest for us. So, along these lines, we have now the opportunity to make ourselves some building materials, and we gotta hold that for a whole 2 minutes. Since we got an entire clearance season ahead of us to do that, I'm quite positive about this. So let's see, what can we do? I'm very inclined to utilize this field here as well. So let's get this party started. We will have tremendous amounts of grain and vegetables in this colony, and this is a totally good thing. There's really nothing wrong about that. I think we need to move that shelter nevertheless. Usually I don't do that, as it costs you wood, but in this scenario I really want a road leading to this farm. The remaining 3 workers are doing their thing, and we can now accept that bounty, but we won't. Simple reason for that: reputation gained in the drizzle is the best reputation, and also if we'd be lowering the hostility right now, yeah, we would be just so not increasing the hostility level, because, you know, Queen's Impatience does lower hostility. And we're right now at the point in the game where you are actually benefiting from the hostility, from the Queen's Impatience. There's that sweet spot, and we're right in the middle of it. At the same time, those 3 lizards are of course vibing hard and are yielding some resolve for the city, which ain't a bad thing either. So let's see, over here our flour production doesn't hold up with our consumption there. I mean, that is a really good thing. That means we're producing biscuits now, so our food issues should be a thing of the past soon. And here we go, we've done it. So the lizard's resolve is high. We can now employ the woodcutters again, because I don't feel good about this. Seriously, this is always making me a little bit itchy to have not the amount of wood production that we can do at the very moment. So let's see, where do we want to expand? There is a necessity to open up to 4 more glades for the archaeology quest. We can unlock another pack in 2 minutes, so 2 things are sure: we need more glades, and we don't know yet what will be less in the last package. So I'll be working my way now towards these bad boys. This will be useful for sure, and getting here will be glade number 2, and if we'd wanted to, we could go for these small ones here, or we might even go for a forbidden one, but I'm not vibing towards that right now too hard. Alright, so I think we can now hold down left control and select that area here, so we can chop that open. And so we're going to need more workers again for that farm. We're really on high demand for human populace here. It's crazy. We need them humans so badly. Well, so we can lower also in the next season the Queen's Impatience by a whole 2 points and get ourselves to the next drafting reward. That's all in all really good things, and we can't just keep going up until the storm season is over. Let's see. We are also raking in some food here at that point, but I'm still not too happy about the total income output equation here. But this is an excellent opportunity here. So Sahila is in town. We now know what we're requiring. We can require we do require salad and roots. Herbs can be used too, but we're certainly not going to buy them. So let's see, grain would be sort of useful as well. Let's put that into the offer. And let's see. Oh, we can also buy perks. So the furniture perk is really, really powerful as it yields resolve just right there. And this is also a really good one, but I'm not down right now. And we are going to buy ourselves some food. These basic foods, they all cost the same, so we're just going to go for, let's say, vegetables. Yeah, why not? Vegetables is okay. And we're going to fill that up with some roots. There we go. Okay. That trade is good enough for me. We can now also pack in 50 of these herbs. As we are not really using them, we get free provision packs, so the major usage for these is... oh, wait a sec, we're making biscuits out of that. Forget what I said. We're going to buy ourselves some flour on top of that, of course. Okay, so currently, let's weigh that up in this equation. We still have 33 herbs to go, and there it is. So, we already gained another 10 hostility reduction via that, and we're just gonna keep going like that. And we now could rake in so many rewards, but I'm waiting for this season to hit town, as this is just too good to not do it. So we're selling some planks, as we're producing tons of these. I really don't mind, and one pack of building materials won't hurt us either. We can go for our last objective here. 250 wood and 30 packs of provisions versus 4 dangerous glades and 3 completed events. Well, that would give us a exploration objective, but that one is more easily fulfillable. Well, we're going to go for the wooden provisions since we want to win, and this is totally fulfillable for us. There's really no issue in fulfilling that. Let's drop the favoring so the beavers won't go crazy, and the lizards are still vibing for the rest of the storm season. We don't have much workers to go around, but you can already see that the huge amount of money we got is helping us out already tremendously, as we are now processing things in a completely new way. I'm going to forbid now most of that raw food, as I really want to process it. It's just giving us so much more bang for our buck this way, you know. I really don't like to go for raw food eating if I can avoid it. Just realized that the last person here might as well start fertilizing the farm, as in the next season we're surely going to have another person coming on in and picking up the work. The impatience is growing, but that doesn't bother us too much. In the next season we got 3 points up ahead of us, and hopefully this will give us some direction where to with our expansions next. I mean, we are in a really good spot. We are currently excavating clay and sea marrow. It's really good. So we got some exclusive fuel materials, and the second hearth is growing. With the next year, we're going to build our next neighborhood there. So yeah, things are looking good here. I really do like where things are going here. So I'm placing down the necessities for the next upgrade already. And currently we don't have the workers for that, but it's I don't mind. we're going to have the workers any moment. Okay, so I think we are at the spot where we can safely speed up things. I personally am a big fan of playing slow until you don't have anything to do anymore, and then you can crank up the speed. It's just my personal preference. So that is very unfortunate. At this point here we have 5 versus 6 workers. We have a tendency to be using more workers, but in all honesty, I am picking this package here. Put the second human in there, and we got now the need for another unit of housing. Let's see, looking for a... That's a good spot. Okay. Cornerstones, work safety guide. So if we had education fulfilled, this is mighty, as the global production increase is also very good. But yeah, safe haven. This is the perk why I bought this trait. I literally said it at the very first episode of this series. So it's another hostility reducer for neighborhoods. And since we're right now crafting our second neighborhood, this will get us so far. Wonderful. We're just getting there exactly towards what I stated there. It's very pleasant to see that. Putting in another woodcutter here, as wood is now in high demand in the settlement. Okay, 3 packs, that's the first reward, and lizard villagers, that's the second reward. We're gaining a lot of villagers now, which is really good, because we now need our dirt hearth. So I think I'm going to etch this over in this corner here. Let's put both woodcutters' workshops in there. And, well, let's check out our draft. So, we can pack up a guild house, a clan hall, human houses, or a kiln. The kiln looks very promising, as racking up coal will make us entirely autonomous of the fuel needs, and we can get our industries going like crazy. But there is also the guild house, which is basically, in my humble opinion, for what we're doing right now, a must-have, as the guild's welfare skill is just the thing that merges into what we're doing here so darn well, so I'm not going to skip on that. We are going to gain global resolve for sold amber, which is going to be very powerful. Also, we're going to have even more fast arrivals of traders, so we can spend that money that we're gaining. Most certainly we're going to pick up the guild house. The kiln would be also a very high value contender, but since this map has a very high wood income and we even have sea marrow available, I am not too worried about this end. No, it's the guild house, as this will provide us exactly what the city requires on so many ends. It's a perfect fit for our current strategy, in my humble opinion. So, let's set up a second stone cutter here, as I really find that extremely necessary. And we're not going to sell parts, even though we are... we could, though. But I don't want to, as we are probably going to expand a little bit harder. So, I currently have... how much amber? 3 amber in the pocket, so we... well, let's do that one last export there. It's a nice amount of money, no use denying that. And tell you what, we're going to turn in that last one too. So we're now really... that's a lot of new people. But we are also really on a spot where we can utilize it all and make those ends meet. Now then, a clothier looks really delightful, as that would open up a really... huge lot of possibilities, and it's also very important as we have a coat tax thing going on. The longer you play a map, the higher the hostility level will rise, and hostility 4 ain't really much. So I'm very tempted to pick up a bakery, but in all realism, the bakery would only give us access to pie. Yes, pie would be a powerhouse for the city, as we have everything it needs. We have flour production, we have herbs, everything is in place, but coats are much easier produced. They really don't require much pre-production, and they harmonize here with that trait so much that the clothier makes takes the spot here in the draft immediately. All right, so I put up the clothier on a higher priority as I want that building as fast as I can. I mean, we got a weaver here who's sitting on his hands. It's not really acceptable. All right, so we got packages of trade goods that are waiting to be made. We got several industries that we can fulfill this need with. So I see flour as a real hot contender, but let's see what we can do as well. So we could do pigment. That is another product that we have available, but apart from that, doesn't seem that we have anything else. So yeah, I'm very inclined to pick up flour, but I want to check what pigment is being made out of. Well, we could utilize that leftover copper ore that our city is not using at all. We don't have a steady income of berries, so... well, I'd rather say it's trade goods and we make them out of flour. We will require 15 packs of these. Alright. There we go. And we're also going to stay constantly trading to make sure that we will have that necessary income in terms of amber as well to utilize, to fill in the blanks. You know, all the things that our city doesn't have or does not have enough of, we're going to do it that way. All right, the decorations and the housing is coming together here as well. We had a lot of pausing here, as you see. Lots of real time went through, but not a lot of game time. But sometimes you just have to take these things slow and plan them through, otherwise you will land on your nose. It's speaking out of experience here. So we're going to sell off these building material crates, as currently we're really on a good stride, and we need those trade routes done for fulfilling the next quest. There we go. This thing is going, and not only have we here achieved another hostility reduction, we also have achieved a 10% speed bonus for all our industries, which is really, in all fairness, a lot, especially the more of these you have. So let's see. Oh no, they're overlapping in a way that I don't have a chance. That's too bad. I derped here. It would have been there. Ah well. So, in this scenario, by the way, I am not aiming for a big expansion for this city. In terms of opening lots of glades, I'm trying to consolidate what I got here. The big problem is the homelessness issue right now, and I really try my best to nail it down up until the end of this year. I hope we're going to get that done. We have lots of harvests on the fields, and mind you that we have a cornerstone that will provide extra grain if we have enough production from that. No, that's not the one. Where is it here? Grainbacks. So we're only a couple of production cycles away of getting lots of grain per income cycle. And this is only getting better and better and better. So we are going to go and slap down those lizards. And they will only stop at 100 coats. Because I really want to make sure that we have an ample supply of these bad boys. I also want to have a second person in here and another person in the provisioners. We're also going to put up 2 more lizards into the cookhouse because they are their happiest. So I think now we got a nice spread of work. Skewers. We have a lack of material for skewers, and we have a lack of flour. I'm also considering even setting up a second provisioner. So let's slow down the game, because a lot of things will be happening next. So first up, I really hope that we're going to have a position up for the hearth. So yeah, going to wait, have to wait until this is all set up. So in a situation like that, I really want to compactify the radius of my woodcutters as hard as I can, because we're working under time pressure here, sorta. So, let's see. we can set up another person here for the makeshift post. Do I have a better spot for back building material packages? This place here? Maybe? No. I keep looking at this place in the hope for that, but I keep keep being disappointed because for some odd reason it never comes together. Weird, huh? So we're going to sell these goods, and as you see there, money is flowing in. We're earning tons of money faster and faster, and now we also got the guild house running. We ain't got the necessary wares, the workers yet to set that up, but we're gonna get there. But one person is enough to trigger the faster trader arrival. So let's see, 175, 57, perfect. So we're going to get the next trader in before the storm hits town. That's always good news. And also, we end up being capable of building that hearth, I think. But there will be people homeless at the beginning of the storm, but you know, that is not really a big deal at all. Because it's just if your resolve is high enough and if there is no storm effect in place that does make it horrible for people to have no home, it doesn't really matter. You know, you don't need to worry too much about it. And since we have a lot of hostility suppressors running right now, I really look forward to this. I think we're already pretty much have most of this game under control. We just have to take care now that we get a nice income of victory points. So we got now this area finally carved together. So, I mean, in this scenario, we're compactifying things quite hard here as well. I mean, as you see there, cramming things together as hard as we can. So we are now going to unemploy couple of our woodcutters, so we have workers left, and as you see there, we have really enough wood on our stockpiles. So I'm not going to take the reward for this one here, as we are still super busy with building up the next neighborhood. But as we see here, I think we are far away from seeing the first happiness splotches there. Okay, what can we do? We got 16 amber. It's quite a nice amount of amber. So let's sell that away and see what we can buy there. So crystallized dew strikes my mind because we got a tool maker there. We also got copper bars. They are, as a matter of fact, cheaper. Interesting. So what will it be? That's a little bit of a difficult question, but I think I'm going to stick with the copper bars in this scenario, as a matter of fact, because it is a very, very interesting trade material, because we can make tools out of that. Alright, beyond that, well, I don't want to sell away an ancient tablet, because we're going to need these anyways, and yeah, that's that. So how much amber do I have left in my pocket? None. It's not really a good number, but let's keep selling. We do need that. The more we sell, the more powerful we grow, especially since the guild house will crank out happiness the more stuff we sell. It's a wonderful strategy, and we're only at the beginning of it. And, well, looks like we're pretty good at processing that stuff. And the next storm season is upon us. Alright, so we need a lizard firekeeper. Let's take that from the stonecutter's camp. And we are going to need now 3 houses. There we go. And from this point on, we're going to consider where we're going to go next in the next season. We got advanced trading almost done as well. But as you see here, in Prestige 1, we're not just going to win the game because we got the orders through. That doesn't work anymore. So, well, I'm going to leave the workers busy now in the storm season. Ooh, they would buy my ancient tablet, but I'm not selling. I'm going to keep that running during the storm season. Now I lost my train of thought. I'm very sorry about that. So let's see. We can't sell tools. I'm disagreeing. So I'm also expanding now the offers. The amount of trade offers that we got is very, very important. And with the amount of crates that we are producing now, we're growing more and more powerful. This upgrade here will get us a long way ahead. So sadly, they're just asking for things that we don't want to give. Now then, let's go for exploration. So we are opening up new glades now. And by the way, Hostility 2 is a really good value to be at in year 6. Basically, you can last as long in this game as you can keep the hostility down and the impatience down. As long as these things are not filling up, you're basically not dying. Congratulations. But unlike in the previous runs, we are not winning as quick this time, as you might already have noticed. So this mini-series will clearly go into an episode 4. Okay, so what can we sell this time? Building materials, well, and trade goods. But I'm not down right now, as I want to fulfill this quest as quick as I can. But first, let's check out the cornerstone. So, hidden reward. We can gain tablets for completing glade events. That is okay, but giant vegetables is where I'm sold, because we have so many farms, and this cranks up the production of these so tremendously nicely. I'm just sold. Okay, just want to showcase why this is so important. Not only do we have now double the amount of production as soon as we have these two together, we also gain a faster production rate here, so this will help us here tremendously in our cause. And the 4 extra workers surely won't hurt either. Down here, we now need only the decorations, and then the next neighborhood is ready. There we go. But also we need more housing again, which is, for me, all in all, just a good thing. And now we pick up more people here, re-employ, set up the caravan. And here you see where we got a lot of new people, but I keep picking up as many humans as I can on the side, as these are, for my expansion, quite vital. Okay. So we can now export a couple of things more. Well, leather can go. Stone can go. Trade goods can go. Wonderful. So it's very important for this playstyle that we keep exporting like crazy here. And let's crank up the guild house. And as you see there, we got quite a fair amount of happiness. Once this thing goes up, we should be starting to earn reputation points here as well. So we got a new draft. So let's see. Distillery is where our money's at. We need to get ourselves some income of these goods here. And if it's just buying them. But yeah, that's so perfect. And we even can make porridge at the distillery, so this is, from all the buildings here, I think, the best fit that we can go for, as it fills in 2 needs of the city so perfectly that I'm really quite happy that we got this. But yeah, population is turning quite into a problem as of now. We are really seeing so many people here. Alright, a small glade with an obelisk. So, we can either turn it into a hostility decreaser, or we can tear it down. Well, I'm going to go for the hostility decreaser, as these short-term gains here are not that interesting for us, because we want to win via happy people in a nutshell. That is where our strategy is at, because we currently aim to have low hostility and crank out a lot of victory points that way. That's in a nutshell our strategy. And we are almost through with the orders, as you see here, but I'm quite confident about that. We should be able to raise the happiness of the city quite quickly, as we now have a steady production of coats, and we will be now producing also porridge. So the humans and the beavers should be so happy with the city that it shouldn't be that hard to get this city going. But let's see, where is it at? I always end up searching the rain catchers. There they are. So we now need the rain collectors. They are best placed as close to a warehouse as we can. There goes. I'm building 2 of them. And let's see where this will all take us. The income, the big problem that I see is that we don't have the income to create wine ourselves, but other traders will come on by and for sure help us out with that problem, because, you know, we are now seriously capable of cranking out money quite quickly. But more about that in the next episode. I thank you guys so much for watching. Really, really appreciate having you all around. I hope you enjoyed your stay, enjoyed your time, and feel free to drop me your comments. I am eager to hear back from you. A thumbs up would be appreciated, as it helps to be present in the algorithm. And of course, check out the description box. There's plenty of links to go around. My Discord server, my Twitch channel, where I do regularly stream each Sunday evening. And we also got Patreon, PayPal, and Buy Me a Coffee down there. I'd be super delighted if you gave them a go, as these are the best ways and means of supporting this channel. That all being said, I hope you had a good time. Come on by as soon as you want to again, and thanks for watching. See you there when we're hopefully going to win that game in the next run. Bye bye.